Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43 once again, bringing you all another multi-battle. This one's going to be with VanderForge once again. In fact, this is actually one that I actually had with him on right after the battle that we had for the Valhalla League, so yeah. This battle was actually quite a nail-biter in my opinion, and it's also kind of funny, so yeah. This is going to be our opponents. Bunny, I think his, what was his name again? I think it's MightyNintendork, there we go. And the other guy is also Golden Sill Valley. So yeah, these are our opponents. Their teams are also very, very scary. And you know what's interesting is that one of the opponents actually, yeah, one of the opponents are carrying a Pokemon that's actually really interesting, and it's Naganadel. Because Naganadel is a Pokemon that you don't typically see. In fact, this is actually going to be the first time that we get a Sill Valley. It's going to be the first time we get a Naganadel to show up in our battles, because honestly, I don't get to face Naganadels very often because I don't do Ubers, and I don't, and they're banned in typical small and OU tiers, so yeah. But here's one, so that's actually kind of interesting. And we're going to see what we can do with this battle. This battle was actually kind of fun though. Scary, but it was kind of fun, in all honesty. But here we go. So these two fellers are going to be using, or going to be leading with Tapu Koko and Blacephalon. They're both threatening right out of the gate, especially given our leads, which are actually going to be double Lele. Hilariously, no, I was laughing my ass off when we both led with Tapu Lele of all things. I was thinking he'd lead with like Mega Alakazam, thinking that I'd lead with Tapu Lele, but nope, we just both lead Lele like that. It's so funny. Cause okay, so this is what's gonna happen right out of the gate. This Blacephalon is gonna go straight for Vander's Tapu Lele, and I'm like, I kind of had a feeling he'd do that, and even if he didn't do that, I'm gonna go straight for the Psychic on the off chance they don't go for me. And they went for Vander at first, and then this Tapu Koko actually goes for Volt Switch on my Tapu Lele, but because Blacephalon already went first and against VanderForge on his Tapu Lele, this allows me to capitalize and get a Psychic off on the Blacephalon after Nintendork sends out the Scizor. And as you can see, because of Psychic terrain and this thing not being sashed, because it was clearly scarfed, because I think Vander's Tapu Lele is typically scarfed in all honesty, I was able to one-shot it with Psychic, so yeah. But now he's gonna send out this Mega Mawile. This Mega Mawile. And I think they get an Intimidate off, but it's pointless because we're both special attackers. And then Mega Alakazam, or Alakazam, is gonna Mega Evolve into Mega Alakazam, and I believe just go for a Psychic. Actually, Mawile is also gonna Mega Evolve first too. Then we're gonna both go for Psychic on what's it called, Mega Mawile and Mega Scizor respectively, because by the way, yeah, that Scizor is also Mega. Like all three of these mons that are not Tapu Lele are all Mega Pokemon, and they're all Mega Evolving right now, which is kind of crazy. 3 mons Mega Evolving in the same turn is something I don't think I've ever seen, in all honesty. I think I've seen 2, but not 3. Wouldn't it be crazy if we got 4 mons to Mega Evolve in one turn? That would have been cray in all honesty. But yeah, so these two are completely oblivious, thankfully. And they both go for priority moves in Psychic terrain, which is actually kind of crazy. This is actually alleviating because this allows us to get free Psychics off on 2 of these resisted mons, which is actually like one of the most craziest things ever. They both do over half, in other words, they're both 2-hit KOs, so that means we just get to take them out simply because they went for a priority move. Had they gone for something like Iron Head or something, one of us would have gone down, especially my Tapu Lele in all honesty. But because they both went for that, now they both just go down. This is good for us because what's coming later in the battle is actually going to be really, oh boy, like, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't happen, but it did. So they're gonna send out Landorus, and they're gonna send out the Naganadel. That Naganadel is super damn broken, because look, okay, so it's gonna get another Intimidate off. Once again, pointless because there's no physical attackers on this field at all, except Landorus himself, but that doesn't count. So yeah, this Alakazam is gonna go for Psychic. It's sashed, and it has Sludge Wave, so I was like, ooh, that hits everybody including Tapu Lele, and since Tapu Lele is super effective against it or something like that, it's gonna go down instantly. Which sucks because I was actually going for Psychic against it, thinking he'd probably go for like Sludge Bomb or something, but I completely forgot that Sludge Wave is also an option given that it's a poison type. But here, this Landorus-T goes for U-turn, takes out Alakazam as well. So now we both lose our freaking mons. So he's gonna send out Tapu Koko now. Nintendork that is. And I think here's where we go into... Well, Vander's gonna go into his last Pokemon, which I believe is the Kartana. And I'm gonna go into a Pelipper. Yeah, Pelipper, because what I wanted to do here was actually just get the rain up. And now right here, because this Tapu Koko's here, I definitely do not want to just stay in with a Pelipper. So what I decided to do here is just hard switch into Swampert, which does resist well, actually it's immune to Thunderbolt from Tapu Koko. And I was just hoping that he wouldn't, like, the Naganadel wouldn't Draco me or anything. But what he does instead is actually go for Flamethrower on the Kartana. So that's going to take out Kartana, unfortunately, because even though it's in the rain, Kartana's special defense is still abysmal as all sin. So yeah, thankfully this Tapu Koko actually was trying to go for me, and I take no damage as a result. But this guy's actually going to try to be fancy and actually send out Landorus-T to get the Intimidate off. So I'm like, ugh. This is actually kind of bad, because in all honesty, I'm not even sure if I can KO this Landorus now. But what I'm going to try to do here, well, actually this was what I was trying to do on the Tapu Koko, but I was actually trying to get the Earthquake off just so I can take out both Naganadel and Tapu Koko. But like I said, Nintendork said that, well, he didn't say anything, but he switched into Landorus-T to get the Intimidate off, solely for the Intimidate, so that my Earthquake will not do much. Not that it matters, because on this Naganadel, it's dead for sure, because it only has 1 HP left. But down goes that what's it called? This thing. It outsped a good number of my mons because that thing got the speed beast boost, basically. I thought it was going to get special attack, but it never did. So that kind of put me in a very, very tight situation. It allowed it to get free damage. Thankfully, that Dragon move was not Draco meter, because if it was, I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything to this Landorus-T. Now here, this is where things got complicated, because what I did here was stay in. Despite me getting intimidated, I could have soul switched back into Pelipper, but the problem was that I didn't want to. I kind of just thought that I would be able to take it out with Aqua Tail, because even though I got Intimidate off, it's still Aqua Tail, which is more powerful than Waterfall, and it's boosted by the rain nonetheless. So I was thinking that I'd be able to take it out regardless of the Landorus-T, but nope. And as a result, I got a free Earthquake off and put me pretty much in range of a Tapu Koko to take me out with a Dazzling Gleam, in all honesty. The only problem that I'm worried about with this Tapu Koko is if it's Scarfed or Sashed, because it hasn't taken any damage whatsoever, so I'm just afraid of it being Sashed more than anything. And if it's Scarfed, it's also scary, because I do think that Scarfed Tapu Koko does outspeed Swampert even in the rain, especially given the set that I carry on this Swampert. So what I'm going to do here is send in Pelipper. Looking at the turns that I had left of rain, if I did have enough time to sack Pelipper, like enough turns to sack Pelipper, and then still have at least a turn or two left to attack with Swampert, so I wasn't afraid of losing Pelipper here. What I wanted was just to lose the Intimidate on Swampert, so that I can then retaliate with an Earthquake with maximum attack and not freaking cut attack from Landorus-T. So yeah, thankfully we are able to take out this Tapu Koko, because it was not Focus Sash, thankfully, nor Choice Scarf, because those two would have definitely taken care of Swampert from there. But damn, we literally, when they both went for the priority moves in Psychic Terrain, we were thinking, oh, we got this in the bag. But then out of nowhere, the Naganadel just pulls something out of its rear end and just brings us a lot back throughout the match. And then we were like almost cornered. It was only coming down to whether or not that Tapu Koko had a completely distinctive set or something. But thankfully that wasn't the case. But yeah, that was pretty much the battle right there. Pretty cool battle in my opinion. It was actually crazy, because I was actually like scared as hell, because I thought that the Tapu Koko was just gonna do us in, but nope. Thankfully we were able to pull through. I think the real, like, the huge factor in this battle, in the outcome of this battle, was the freaking priority moves in Psychic Terrain. But other than that, these people like really had us running. They were really giving us a run for our money is what I wanted to say, but you know, I couldn't talk right. But anyways, that's gonna be the whole game. Thank you all for watching this multi-battle. Good games to everyone in this battle, including VanderForge. And I'll catch you guys in the next battle. But for now, just take it easy.